Friends, yesterday we had one class on positivism, on the scientific research. On research has become so much, important area of concern of higher education. Up till now we have taken more than 4 classes. This class is the second class of the area of positivism and scientific study, means the emergence of positivism and the scientific methodologies do have close linkage, and that's why we are to study positivism in detailed manner so that we can have concept regarding the changed methodologies of research. Friends, basically all of we are researchers, but research being one of the most important or systematic as well as scientific processes for studying the realities behind different phenomena of the universe, as well as for solving problems so that the results of such problems can be generalized for the benefit of masses. There is sometimes in the field of science universality of the findings of research, but in social science or social sciences it is very much difficult to claim universality of the established truth which are being established with the help of research, because the change of society as well as the changes of the demands of life are the reasons for which we never can claim the universal applicability of research finding in the field of sociology. Therefore, we are bound to, be acquainted with the changes which are taking place in the field of research, particularly in the field of sociology. And that's why, without knowing or having the idea of positivism, we never can know it so much well. And yesterday I discussed with you that once we are to know positivism, we are to know about sociology, because positivism has close contact with sociology. And sociology is the science which basically studies systematically the social problems, the concerns of society, or the problems, and to show or to indicate, prescribe the solution measures are the prime concern of sociology. Let us begin today. The study of sociology is the prime concern of all of academics and academicians. Why? Because the basic concern of all studies are the change of human behavior and safety of life order in the constantly changing environment of the universe because of the changes in the laws of nature. Friends, dignified researchers, the prime concern of all studies, particularly the study of psychology, is the change of behavior. And one of the important chapters of psychology is, or the unit of psychology is, learning. And with the help of learning, we basically study human behavior or behavior of different stages of life of human individuals. Friends, from the standpoint of learning, human behavior is very much dynamic. From the standpoint of psychology, behavior is so much dynamic and it is not so much easy to study behavior. Learning, when we are to define it, is the modification of behavior through experiences and training. So for the sustenance of life, for the existence of life, we need experience or experiences as well as training. Let us see this one, social behavior of man. Once we study, then with the help of the study of this diagram, we can understand the social behavior of man. Friends, this is the photograph with the help of which you can study how there is transformation. The transformation of history of humanity has been depicted with the help of this picture. And in different phases of changes, different phases of changes, the field of study or the concern of sociology has been changing. Let us see the next diagram. this is post-COVID, or you see COVID, ongoing COVID situation. You have come to know how we are sensing our attires, or how we are sensing our behaviors. See how the doctors or medical practitioners or workers are acting, or how they are, you see, helping people to get relief from the problem of COVID. And that's why this sense is the chance because of the attack of the mind minuscule or the smallest virus, which has sense as a whole the social system or social processes of globally. So friends, let us see the next picture. This is also one of the pictures. Now this marks has become, you see, the regular picture. So these are the sensing behavior of all the human individuals throughout the world. Why we are sensing? Because the basic question of such senses or such demand is the existence. COVID has threatened our existence. We are bound to become isolated from human touch. Physical isolation or social isolation has become the prime concern for the safety of life in the post-COVID or ongoing COVID situation. Let us see the 15 most influential psychologists in the world. See the behavioral pattern of the psychologists who contributed much more for the study of human behavior as well as for the transformation of human life as well as the advancement of human civilization and the uplift of human life. They contributed much more for the study of human behavior. And once we see the speciality, then we see that the study of human behavior is not so much easy, because human behavior itself is a very much complex phenomenon. And in comparison to the behavior of all other living beings or organisms of this universe, the behavioral pattern of human individual is very much, you see, complex, because the cause is the complex functioning of or complex structure of human nervous system or the neurophysiological system of the human organism. Let us see the next picture. The Irish Times, it is one of the, you see, oldest time photograph. See the social behavior of man, how transformation has been taking place in human society. Once we go to see or study the history, then we can understand that continuously the transformation has been going on. We know the past history of man, but we do not know what will happen in the near future. See, this is the picture. Once you see this picture, then certain feelings will grow in your mind. So friends, this is the social behavior, how people are striving, how they are fighting for their own existence, and how the nation or the leaders are helping such kind of children to, you see, enjoy life. So friends, sociology is the science with the help of which we can study the social behavior of man and all the problems of society. We can find out the solution by studying with the help of sociology. Let us see, this is, you see, if we are to organize a public meeting, then this is the arrangement now. After or during or in the post-COVID period, in the COVID attack period, this has become the regular phenomena of the global society. You see, because we are to remain isolated, but we are living our life in the, you see, in this globalized social order. Globalization basically invites, or globalization is such a concept which actually basically emphasizes on attachment. But you see, COVID has threatened human attachment, and isolation, physical as well as social, has become the utmost demand for the survival of human individual or human life. So, the study of sociology is not only important for the sociologist friends, but such study is important for everybody for understanding life, society and social behavior of man in the chance nature of the universal laws of the universe. You see, things are sensing, and this is not the prime concern of the sociologist only. These are the concerns of the scientists, the physicists, and the people of chemistry, the people of life sciences. All are to study all these things, because you see, the concern of all economic exercises are the concern of human welfare of human life, uplift of human life, transformation of human society and civilization. So we have to contribute for the uplift of our life order. We are to contribute for the upgradation of our civilization. We are to contribute for the uplift of the social order where we are living in. And that's why we are to study sociology. We are to study society not only with the help of the knowledge of sociology, but with the help of our own branch of study. We are to study society and problems of social life of man. Let us see this. Such study is also important for every individual for understanding common problems of life, and at the same time the problems of the individuals in every state of life. So if we fail to understand the common problems of our life as well as the problems of human civilization, then our contribution will not help humanity progress much more. So friends, you see, the study of sociology sociology is the prime concern for all. Without other concerns and issues, all academic issues also draw special attention of the sociologists for thorough study, for understanding life problems and the problems of existence in the complex social order and amidst the ever-changing nature of the laws of the universe. Friends, if you belong to the faculty or stream of science, then too, why you are studying physics? Because you are to know all the things, all the laws with the help of which the universe is being governed. So why we have to know this? The why, the how and why, how and what. These are the three basic questions which are to be answered with the help of research of every area. Why things are happening, how things are happening, and when. These are to be well answered, and the answers of all these questions should be quite systematic and scientific and satisfactory, because with the help of the answers of why of something, what of something, and how of something, we are to contribute, something else, or we are to add new stock of knowledge with the old stock so that humanity can progress much more. And for this we are to understand human society, and for this we are to understand the problems of human life, and for this we are to study history of human society as well as history of human civilization. The study of sociology helps the individuals in understanding the roles and values of human life in the constitution of society and the demand, the nature, characteristics and the importance of human society for its progress, stability and peaceful existence. The last one is very much important. What kind of existence of society? Peaceful existence. What, friends, how so long since the beginning of human civilization, how humanity has been, utilizing the knowledge of science is only for peace of existence, peaceful existence, or for destruction. Why there is the possibility of war? Why we have failed to, fight with the smallest virus, unseen enemy of this century, which is the century, or which we demand as to be the century of knowledge explosion in the field of science and technology. Being advanced in the field of science, being so much advanced in the field of technology, why we have failed is a difficult question to answer. And we are to continue research, because we are to review everything else, all the approaches as well as procedures, because the prime concern, that is the concern of peaceful existence, has been jeopardized, it is in danger, means it has been endangered with the help of the unseen attack of the unseen virus, which is known as COVID-19. It also helps to study about how social system works and what are the impacts of such system on human behavior and total life process. The study of sociology and its knowledge is necessary and important for every individual, so as to understand the problems of life and find out the solution measures. Not only we are to understand the problems of life, but we are to, forward, or we are to offer solution measures. Maybe science, suppose if you are environmental scientist, then you are to see the problems of the environment, why the climate of Delhi is changing day by day, and what measures we have to take so that we can protect normalcy of the environment, normalcy of the climate. So friends, population has been increasing, I told you yesterday. Our nations have been, depending on the resources of the nature, and using nature or you see trying to establish domination of our nature with the help of the advancement of knowledge is a great folly, because in this century where where science has achieved the climax point of development, technology has made our life so much easy and comfortable, but we have hopelessly failed to fight with the smallest virus. And for this, we are to see our problems, we are to see the problems of society, we are to see the problems of life, as well as we are to see the problems of values, we are to see the problems of customs and tradition, we are to study the problems of culture, as well as we are to study the problems of common human relationship for peaceful existence. And this is possible only with the help of the study of sociology or knowledge of sociology. And that's why for knowing about positivism as well as scientific methodologies or advancement in the field of research methodology, we must have to have a proper idea of sociology, and it is with the help of the study of positivism which is possible. Sociology helps in understanding about the process of development of social behavior of man and knowing about the social nature of man in social platform. It throws light on the problems of the life of the individuals and find out the solution measures for living life as per the laws of nature and innate capabilities. Wait, let us see the next slide. Strict adherence to all social norms and by following all social customs. Friends, we negate the value of social customs, we negate the value of social values. So the process of devaluation has been getting much more stronger, and this has been inviting more danger. You see dozens of dangers to the existence, peaceful existence, as well as peaceful coexistence of life and life of the nations of the world. By going back to the late 18th century and with the knowledge of French Revolution, if we study about French Revolution, and if we go back to 18th century, though we are in 21st century, the French Revolution was what are said event in modern European history, where in Europe how things are going on, how COVID threatened the total social system of the European nation. You have come to know by going through all the news items which are being daily published by different channels or by different medias. So who is Napoleon Bonaparte, you will come to know, and France Revolution by going back to the late 18th century and with the knowledge of France Revolution. Let us see the next slide. This is so and so France Revolution. The period specifically, during this period that you will study, the period specifically known as the Enlightenment. So 18th century, this period is known as the period of Enlightenment, and the Industrial Revolution. How Industrial Revolution brought or helped humanity bring tremendous changes. You see, we come to know, and let us see the next slide. These things you will study, which brought tremendous changes towards human life and living pattern. We come to know how sociology started to become one of the important disciplines of academic study. Gradually in science social life, sociology day by day has started to become one of the very important and interesting subjects of academic discourse and thenceforth a popular subject of teaching and learning. So friends, dignified researchers, all the novices in the field of research of different areas and you see academic fields, you see we are to study or we are to know sociology, because the prime concern of every new knowledge, the addition, the process of addition, the process of evaluation, the process of re-evaluation, the process of omission, which are being performed with the help of research, the concerns of all these processes are the concern of peaceful existence in the complex, you see, social system, complex natural environment. Let us see the next one. As an academic subject, sociology is basically one of the scientific studies of the development, structure and processes of human society. It emphasizes on the use of systematic methods for examining and explaining the social phenomena with the help of well shortlisted objectives for careful analysis of individual human individual human, as well as, let us see the next slide, again we will come back, behavior and the process of socialization of such behavior for the greater interest of the development and peaceful living. Let us go back to the former slide. Friends, the basic concern of life is the welfare in totality, peaceful life process, peaceful existence and coexistence. But what we are doing? Why we are getting much more selfish? Why there is fracture in social relationship? Why values, you say, have been devalued? Why dehumanization? The process of dehumanization of human values has become much more stronger. If we try to give the reply of so many whys, then we will again, or we will understand the importance of sociology, and how we are compromising, we will realize. So friends, let us go back to the next slide. Behavior. Sociology helps to understand everybody about the why and how of formations of society and the impact of the results of social living on common life order. The common life order has special significance for peaceful coexistence, and it is sociology which helps us understand the process of socialization of human behavior, and it helps us to understand the value of human activities for the transformation of human culture, for the upliftment of, or for the uplift of human civilization. Friends, sociology is such a subject which covers all the areas of all the disciplines which are there in human society, and without knowing about sociology in detail manner, we never can understand positivism, which has emerged as a new trend of, new trend of study or new course of study, and which has given so many new approaches or forwarded so many new approaches to the field of research, may it be in the field of science, may it be in the field of technology, may it be in the field of medical science, may it be in the field of legal exercises, may it be in the field of business, and may it be in the field of cultural studies. Whatever may be the field, there is the importance of sociology, because without man we never can expect the existence of society, and without the existence of society, the identity of man will certainly be at stake. And that's why it is said that man makes society. There is a great book which is being written by Uri Azarov, Aesthetic. The name of the book is Aesthetics, and Uri Azarov is a famous Russian writer. He, at the time of explaining the crisis of modern people or modern life, help us understand that man makes society, and society helps man become what he or she is to become, for the benefit of own life as well as for the benefit of whole human society. Thank you so much for today. Tomorrow I will discuss the another part of the lecture. Thank you so much.